Good evening, Patrick here from Complete Health. And I wanted to ask you a question. What is adaptation and how does it work? And how do we measure or feel adaptation with our body? And what system do we interpret adaptations through our body? So again, Patrick here from Complete Health. And when we look at the ability to adapt, we're always interpreting what is going on in our environment through one of the most important organs and systems in our body, the nerve system or the central nerve system, or our brain and our spinal cord. Now, the purpose of adaptation is for our body to interpret what's going on in our environment and to make a change based on what is going on with the stresses that we are exposed to. Good evening, Haley. How are you getting on? Now, there can be both a positive and a negative adaptation. And let's just look at the sense of, say, for example, how our muscle system works, for example. So our brain will send a signal to our muscles in order for us to understand what is going on in our environment. So say, for example, if we go and exercise and we do, say, for example, resistance or strength-based exercise every single day, our muscle system will start to adapt and our nerve system will start to adapt to improve signals coming through from the brain, through the nerve system to the muscles, and the muscles themselves will start to build more proteins in order to adapt to that process so the body can become stronger. However, that would be an example of a very positive adaptation. Now let's just look at that in the contrary sense. That if you say, for example, were to sit behind a desk for 8 hours a day, the same system, the same brain and spinal cord system is going to be sending signals to our muscles in a way that will actually start to make certain muscles start to tighten, and as a result start to cause imbalances. So say, for example, if you're sitting behind a desk, muscles that typically become very tight are the muscles in our chest and our hips, because we're sitting forward and we're slouched, and those muscles have to sit in a shortened position in order for us to hold ourselves upright. Otherwise, we would just fall into a bag of bones on the floor. However, in order to make that more accessible next time you do it, your brain remembers the signal that it was sending to all those muscles. So as a result, it makes it more efficient to hold those positions. But when you then leave the chair, those muscles and those tissues have now adapted to a shortened length and will cause a muscle imbalance, which could result in injuries in the future, especially when we look at something like your hip flexors or your pec muscles, which can cause for you to become slouched in your posture, which will then adapt the way that the joints start to move and can lead to degeneration. So when we look at adaptations in changes in our body, we can have both positive and negatives. And this can be true for three different areas: physical, chemical, and emotional changes in our body. Now, when we start to build habits or behaviors, our brain and our nerve system will start to remember those to make it easier next time. So like I say, we can make positive or negative adaptations. Now, maybe you're making some negative adaptations in your central nerve system. So try to pick up on things that might be beneficial or negative. So things that might be benefit adaptations: exercise, eating a good diet, sleeping well, thinking good thoughts, etc. Things that may have negative adaptations: toxicities in our foods, stuff like additives, sugars, and pesticides, whatever other chemicals that may be used in the process. We may not be getting enough physical exercise. We may sit behind a chair or in a desk, and as a result, we may start to get negative adaptations in muscle length, etc. But really think about some of these things and maybe start to look at things that you can do that may improve the adaptations of your body. Maybe you've got some goals this year. Maybe you're looking to lose some weight. Maybe you're looking to improve on your posture. Maybe you're looking to improve on your strength. Maybe you're looking to reduce the risks of injuries. We are here to help you with those things should you have any questions. Guys, if you have questions on those kinds of things, private message us or leave us comments below. I'm super happy to help people. We get people asking questions on here all the time. And like I say, part of complete health is not only what we do in the clinic, but what we can actually aid and help our communities do, especially during these tough times where maybe access to healthcare has become a little bit more difficult. We are here to help guide you on your health journey. Hope you guys are having a lovely Sunday. And again, Patrick here for Complete Health, and I'll speak to you guys again soon. Take care for now.